The Mongols were history's ultimate conquerors. But spilling blood, that was a bit too messy for their taste. Instead, they got creative with suffocation and backbreaking. Welcome, dear viewers, to another episode of Gross History. Today, we're serving up something particularly macabre, the Mongolian Feast Crush. Spoiler alert, this feast has less to do with food and more to do with inventive ways to squish a human. Grab your plate, but maybe skip the snacks for this one. Picture this, the 13th century. Genghis Khan and his merry band of world conquerors are redefining tough love. The Mongols, especially during the reign of Genghis, had cultural and spiritual reasons for avoiding the unnecessary spilling of blood. Rooted in their animist and shamanistic beliefs, blood was seen as sacred, a life force that should not be shed carelessly as it could offend the spirits or bring bad luck. While the Mongols were ruthless in battle, their approach was often pragmatic, aiming for efficiency and psychological warfare rather than sheer brutality. So how did they take care of their erstwhile enemies? Enter the Mongolian Feast Crush, a method where their opponents were executed under a banquet table while the Mongols enjoyed a hearty meal. Yes, you heard that right. Imagine a hefty wooden table piled high with food, drinks and Mongols, all atop a condemned person. The victim would slowly be crushed to death beneath the weight, their screams drowned out by the clinking of goblets and hearty toasts. Talk about dinner theatre. This method was cunningly pragmatic. It avoided bloodshed, a crucial factor in steppe warfare, where shedding enemy blood on sacred ground was a no-go. Instead, the weight of the table, loaded with both food and warriors, suffocated and compressed the victim until they expired. Think of it as an ancient form of multitasking. Execution on the bottom, celebration on the top. And because this wasn't a quick demise, the process allowed plenty of time for the Mongols to enjoy their feast. I guess that's what they meant by savoring the moment. The Mongols were efficiency experts when it came to war and execution. This method was especially popular when dealing with high-profile captives like rebellious allies or rival leaders. According to legend, even Jamuka, one of Genghis Khan's close friends turned foe, was executed in a similarly bloodless manner, though specifics on his method differ. This technique served a dual purpose. It punished the enemy and reinforced Mongolian cultural taboos about bloodshed. No mess, no cleanup, just a grim display of dominance. Talk about sustainable execution practices. Of course, we can't help but wonder, was there a seating chart for these feasts? Did someone get the unlucky task of sitting directly above the poor soul beneath the table? Did they toast the deceased with, "To our enemies, crushed under the weight of our success"? And what about the victim's last thoughts? I always wanted to dine with Genghis Khan, but not like this. Gallows humor indeed, or should we say banquet humor. So there you have it, the Mongolian Feast Crush. A method as inventive as it was horrifying. Next time you sit down for a big meal, take a moment to appreciate that you're on the right side of the table. Let us know in the comments, would you rather be crushed at a Mongolian feast or survive the banquet only to wash the dishes? As always, I have been Dr. Nigel Islington, reminding you to stay curious, but most of all, stay gross.